we have terrible weather here on the 4th of July, so I thought it'd be perfect to go see a movie with a friend. I've heard quite a bit about that movie, Obsession. Everybody who's seen it likes it and recommends it. And so, I mean, it's obvious what this story is about. You don't have to know much about it to kind of figure that out. But still, the way it's kind of done, it's done in a way that's somewhat unique. I'd say that the acting was phenomenal. I think that was the high point of all of it. The dialogue was really good. I wouldn't say there was any intentional humor in there, but it did kind of make you feel like uneasy in a way that kind of made you chuckle from time to time. And there were some jump scares at some times where you sort of didn't expect them, and there was a lot of creepiness. So they leaned into it very hard. The concept of what if somebody is overly obsessed with you, and I think the main thought there is to be careful what you wish for. I think that's the moral of the story. One of the characters really wanted another character to have feelings for him, and then he wished for it, and his wish came true, and it came true in a very explicit manner, and so we got to see how that played out, and there was a lot of clever things that were done with it. I tried to know as little about the movie as possible going in. I don't think I saw a preview, but I think whatever I briefly read or heard about it, I think I kind of piecemealed together kind of what it would be about. I just didn't know how it would play out or how it would end. I did actually at one point I did get kind of a whiff of what the plot device was, of how his wish was granted. I didn't quite understand the context of it when I saw it, so I was wondering how that would kind of work into the story. And the way it works is kind of in a style consistent with the director is actually somebody that I was familiar with in the past from YouTube Shorts, and I thought he was really funny. And then I was surprised to hear that he was associated with a full-blown release. And I would say that he had quite a bit of skill. I think there was even a moment there where I did mention that it wasn't intentionally humorous, but there was a moment in there that was pretty consistent with the humor that you find in the shorts that they have. So anybody already familiar with the people behind those publications, I think will get a kick out of it. And then those who aren't familiar with those who are behind this, mainly the director, I believe his name is Curry Barker. I think they'll also kind of enjoy this as well. It was very well done. Like I said, the acting was really good. You'll recognize some of the actors in some shape or form, because there is actually a pretty known individual in there, and like I'm saying, there is at least one other person that is a part of his shorts, and then like I said, there is kind of also this cameo for people that are familiar with the material. So I'm kind of talking abstractly about this. I mean, I will give this a positive review, almost to a point that it's almost worth going and seeing again, or taking others to go see it. I don't really ever have the urge to see something more than once, but I felt that this actually had quite a bit to offer. And so it was kind of jam-packed with things, and like I said, the dialogue was somewhat rewarding. So there might be other things to catch in a future viewing. There was actually even one quote that I really liked in it that, kind of taken out of context of the movie, actually has a lot of value. And I'm going to kind of quote it in the way that I remember it, which I don't think is actually verbatim, but it was something about when you encounter somebody who's a closed book. The good thing about that is that you then get to read them cover to cover. So I will take something positive from that movie and possibly quote it some other time when that opportunity arises. And like I said, I think my version is slightly different than I think how they said it in the movie. but I think there's a lot of moments like that. It's got a lot to offer. It's not really your typical horror movie, but there are moments that will make you jump. There are moments that will make you kind of cringe. There's some creepy parts of it. There's parts that I think whoever you go see it with, I think there's something to talk about afterwards, and I think it actually warrants future viewings. It was a pretty good movie. So yeah, go see it. I recommend it. It was enough for me to get on here and leave a review.